All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are we? How are we? It's 7:59 a.m. It's the 13th of May, 2025. So let's kick off with a day 61, everybody, on the road to 2000. And has everything joined up? Yes, but we've got an F4, so we're going to go D5 with the birds. And I'm going to adopt the same Scandinavian setup with the bishop. And I just need to adjust the clocks for 1 second. Hang on, I better make a move. So we've got bishop takes knight. They played knight f3, and then they've left the game. So they played e3. We've taken. If they take with the queen, we'll play c6. Right, be right back. Okay, we are back. Lock everything in. Okay, so they play queen takes. We'll play c6. Slurp a coffee. Knight f6 here. A brilliant move for the knight in there. We are 1662, ladies and gentlemen. They're 1644. Mohammed Elderbo, if that's how you're saying it. Are we all kushti? Yes. And we can play. What can we play? Oh, we've got to wait for that pawn now. So let's go. Let's go e6. Release the queen with a check, which they saw. Okay. Let's go knight out, knight here. Then we can castle. Bishop out, castle. Yeah, slipped with the king yesterday. So day 59. We lost a couple of games. I played one, but it wasn't recorded. So we lost some further points. We were 3 away from 1700. And he's playing quite quickly, so we've got 7:33 left on the clock. Now we can go bishop e7. Okay, so you're attacking. Let's go there. Okay, let's castle. Okay, now we can attack the queen. Oh no, but the bishop's taken. What are you doing here? Holy smokes. We're in trouble. See what I mean? I've just... Right, let's see if we can do some damage here. Queen, pawn. Get this pawn here. Get... Right. Tap the queen again. Making some pathetic moves here. And I've learned some with OBS as well. You can actually, you know, when you cut out the different pictures to show on the screen, the different sources. Well, if you do a source for the evaluation, you just hide the other pictures and then show the, you know, when I do analysis, so I just blank out the other sources so I don't have to do another scene, if that makes sense. Right, let's bring you back here then, and then we can attack the bishop. Right, put a stone wall on the pawns, get this up. Okay, light square bishop. Oh, we've just given away a pawn. Not doing very well today, guys. Sorry. Oh, they missed it. Let's get the U out of the way then. Oh, don't want to do that. going well at all. Yeah, I've just been working and doing a few videos, not as many as I wanted to. Like, fell a few days behind with the Magnus Carlsen versus the world, but that's alright because we just do like a catch up from where we left off. It's not doing it every day. And then we've had the, what's if I take the knight takes check with the rook. I wanted to get to 1700 as well, so what are we looking at here? Right, let's attack the queen then. Right, so where's the knight going? Knight could like drop in here, hop in there. Yeah, it's not good. I want to get rid of that knight because that bishop, I'm not bothered about the bishop. Get the knight off the board. Okay, you're settling in there. Let's put you on a white square. Are we all on white squares apart from one pawn? That's fine. Let's try and get some rooks up here. Okay, where do you want to go, bad boy? You want to come in here? Are you just doubling up? Let's take. Get the rook up there. Let's get this rook across here. There's a queen check there. We just come up here. Bishop. It's alright, rook's covering it. Okay. We've now got a pin on the rook. Oh no! Oh! What's going on today, man? Ah, lip here now. I am playing rubbish. Oh man. Mohammed, we lost 15 points there. I don't know what's going on. Right, we'll be right back with the review. Alright guys, we're back then. So we had 81% accuracy, 2 blunders, 1 mistake, 6 inaccuracies, as my opponent had 91% accuracy, 2 mistakes, 6 inaccuracies. So let's have a look at the mistake. And that was rook f to a7. Checkmate is now unavoidable. King f7 was best. King f7. Quick bishop takes a7. Rook takes a7. Right, okay. The 6 inaccuracies. Let's have a look at you then, shall we? So they played a3 and then we went knight d to f6. That's an inaccuracy. Rook g8 was probably best. d3, knight d6. Okay, and then the next inaccuracy was knight to h4, move 16. Knight to h4, a5 was better, bishop g4, a takes b4, and then f5. Also, we would have had a discovered attack. They didn't play it. They played queen g3 instead, so we were lucky there because it would have been knight here, check, winning the queen. So yeah, king h8 was best, and then h3, king e8, rook e8, sorry, and then bishop f6. King g8 was best, bishop c3, a5, and then another inaccuracy, rook a2. Looked like a good move at the time because I was proposing the pawn. H6 was better, kicking the queen. Queen h4, king h7, rook h3, h5. Okay, and then we had another inaccuracy, king g7, king f7 was best, bishop a7. We've just been through that, so let's just go back to the start then. f4, birds opening. Okay, d5, adopted my Scandinavian set of bishop to g4, e3, bishop takes, queen takes, c6, b3. What didn't we, well, you didn't develop after knight f16. You had, what's it say, h5 here. You had bishop out, yeah, knight drop back, castled. Maybe I should have delayed casting, and queen c7, a5 it says here. Yeah, lost the knight there, completely oblivious to the bishop there. And then when I lost my queen later on, I was just a joke. Now here I'll just try to build up a stone wall of the pawns, get the rooks connected, attack the light square bishop, which we got in the end, that's fine. Dropped a pawn here, just lazy play. Thankfully they didn't take the queen, so we kept the queen on the board. And then here I just completely forgot, so yeah, just completely forgot about the queen there. And then it's just like good night Vienna, isn't it? Okay then guys, so let's just go back for another game. Okay, we'll get 2 more games in for day 61. Did I say day 60 start? So I'm day 61 today, yeah. 1 sec. Okay, we're back. And we're going to go e4. This guy's Ange Zhang 0928, 1646 rated, knight f3. We're going to go Italian. Oh, we've gone Petrov. Let's see if we can get a Stafford Gambit then. So is everything, oh, the names aren't showing up. Oh, the names are showing up. Right, 1 second. I just got to do something here. Okay, so I was just doing the adjustments on the camera so you can see everything. So we've gotten, what's the line here? d4. Then if they take, we go queen here, and then we can win a queen. I've played this wrong. It's been a while since I played this. So queen takes. We're gonna have to do that, aren't we? Knight takes, b takes c. Okay. another defender for the d4 pawn, then we can castle long. We've got to watch out. We'll take this knight first. Okay, that's fine, we'll take that. Keep the knights. Maintain the pin. We've got the bishop. We've got a bishop pair activated. They're still undeveloped here. What are we? We're pawn down then. Okay, not a problem. Let's castle. Okay, there was a tactic here where I could have gone knight here, backed up bishop, takes, and then we get the pawn back, but that's not the case. So book to c1. Okay. Let's get one of the bishops off the board. Then we can think about rook here, takes, and then we've got to check, hopefully getting their rook. So we're going to do that. We've opened up. Okay, that's fine. Let's do our plan then. Yes, yes. We've got a check here. Okay. So we can, do we pin the bishop? Or do we take the pawn? Right, there's a couple of options here. Pin the bishop. So then we, okay, the rook and the knight. Yeah, let's do that then. We've got the bishop pair, so we're fairly strong. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Let's cement you in. So that's, see how we've locked all that in now. That's all locked in. Lovely jubbly. Let's get the king into play. And then we've got a check here, sniper move. Look at that. Oh, he saw it. They saw it. Okay, let's throw the check in anyway. Got a check there. Was that mate? No way, I didn't even see that. Wow. I just offer sent, rematch offer sent. Thanks for the game. What's being recorded for Rooks and Hooks YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Hopefully they've seen that. Will be uploaded today. I didn't see that, mate, to be fair. Well played. Okay guys, so let's just stop the video there and we'll go to analysis. 1 second. Okay, we're back and we'll get the computer analysis. It was bishop d7 mate, so that's the power of the bishop. So let's just see what inaccuracies they had, what we had. Okay, we had, it's just calculating now. We had not 89% accuracy, 5 inaccuracies, 1 mistake, 1 blunder. 89% accuracy. They had 6 inaccuracies, 1 mistake, 1 blunder. So let's look at the mistake first. Okay, mistake. H6 was a mistake. Right. Bishop f5, and then we played bishop e3. Bishop d3 was better. And then knight takes c3. And then we take here. They take. We take. Okay. Maybe this bishop, and then they're looking to castle long. Maybe. So let's look at our 5 inaccuracies. Queen e2, bishop e2 was better, bishop f5, knight a3, and then we've got bishop b5 check was an inaccuracy. C4 was better. Okay, bishop e2 in inaccuracy, knight d5 was better. Hang on, that's them. Bishop e2, we've done that. C4 was better. And then bishop e2, knight d4 was better, was it? Okay, I see. C takes b5, and then knight takes here. Okay, and then another inaccuracy, rook b8, rook b7. Fools don't rush in the searching for Bobby Fischer. So rook b7, that was better, because you've always got that. If the bishop goes the wrong off this diagonal, we've got a check, winning the rook. But the knight covered it, as I later found out. Okay, bishop b5 check, inaccuracy. Rook a8 was better. Okay, and then rook b8 was a mistake. Rook takes a7 was better. Bishop b6, rook a6. Okay, and then knight g6 was best. That's them. Okay, that was the inaccuracies. What was the blunder? Rook b8 was a blunder. That was the blunder, so we should have just taken the pawn there. So as we go back to the start, okay, let's go right back to the start. So e4, adopting the Petrov, blacks played, hoping for a knight c6, and then we had the Stafford Gambit taking on. Yes, blocking the check from the queen. Happy that they've taken that. Knight comes into play, taking the queen back. So protecting the d4 pawn. Knight takes c3. And then we lose a pawn early on. Not a problem. It's just a pawn. Then we had the check. Put the bishop back. We've got bishop pair activated. They're still undeveloped. castled. The plan was to get the light square bishop off, which we did, so we compensate for losing the pawn. The rook were off. That was great. I had the advantage now. We had the checks in. We had dominated this half of the game. I thought to myself, get the other rook off. We've got the bishop pair. Lock in the ABC files, which we did. Get the king into play. And then it was a case of winning, hopefully getting a check here and winning the knight. But they saw that. And then I didn't even see the mate. I was just like, throw a check in. Chickadee check. And the king has been evaporated. So we've got 8 points for that. So we're on 1659, everybody. 1659. This is day 51. Okay. So we'll leave it at that. We've done 2 games today. Okay, guys. So love you and leave us. Spread the word. Spread the word. Rooks and Hooks YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Come on down. Thanks for watching.